Namaste viewers. I must first thank all for following my channel and also giving a lot of applause and praise for what I have been doing, which I am very happy and I am thankful over it. And I will try to live up to all of your expectations. And coming to March update, which is an expansion of January update, what I did, showcasing 9 major factors. You would have already seen my February updates where I covered another 6 major factors, and January I covered 9 and February 6, making it to total 15 major factors around which you can visualize Amaravati future. Because now with this encouragement and with the feedback given, I think I will be able to bring to you a very brisk update month after month. Because when I said every 6 months, people got upset and said they demanded that I should give them a regular update, and I'm actually amazed to see there are 40,000, close to 40,000 hits for an update spanning more than 30 minutes. Generally, even personally, if you ask me, even I will get switched off if I see more than a 10-minute video or 15. But I am amazed to see that more than 30 minutes video attracting 40,000 hits. That too just an update of an Amaravati. It's not even a entertainment subject or anything. So with all this, I could make out that people are looking for a genuine feedback. Second, I would like to also draw your attention to one speciality of my update. Normally in YouTube, you'll see a lot of channels covering much in depth than what I do, much more visuals, what I would say. But what I have seen is most of them tend to focus on authenticity of their data. For example, if they say something is allotted for 434 crores, they will try to say 430 crores, 21 lakhs, 17,000. They will read out like a budget. So what happens? Their entire focus is to appear that they have a genuine data. But my interpretation is different. What I focus is, for every aspect, every data, there is an interpretation. So with my experience, last 30 years corporate experience, with my exposure to various government situations across India, having my network, I am able to visualize with that experience, draw in kind of a conclusion or a what way it will help you to visualize about future of every aspect what I am going to speak. So that way, ours is my kind of a update will be slightly different than what you generally would have seen in market. That's what it's my personal guess. So now coming to March update, I will simplify for you by only speaking on each of the aspects what I spoke in January, because for you update means what we spoke and what is right now. I think every month if I follow that approach, for you it's already in your mind, it sinks in your mind, total picture. So factor number 1, farmers. So I already made a kind of a big statement. Amaravati starts with farmers and with farmers. In literal sense, I have told. Now coming back to that, I already told you that there is a committee appointed, a minister and a local MLA and an MP committee, 3-member committee is appointed, and with the CRDA commissioner and all that, a lot of issues are going to be sorted out. I am very happy to say, in the past 2 months, 95% of the burning issues or the grievances what farmers have is already been addressed and it is sorted out. Of course, there are 5% in any life situation, 5 to 7% or 10% of the problems will always linger and they will get resolved over a period of time. If somebody says everything is fine, 100% we are okay, there is something wrong behind it. So we never believe it. So 5% problems being there is quite natural. None of us should get upset about it, and we should not get distracted with that fact, saying that something going wrong. Saying that something going wrong and there is a kind of anxiety, what if the government changes, what will happen, all this is like a waste of time of audience and people like us. So farmers is one. Second biggest news about this is the expansion. Farmers, the same farmer community have started giving land in phase 2. 16,000 acres have been identified. Village after village, the lands are being handed over to the government, and CRDA is simultaneously taking over bit by bit instead of taking over entire thing in one. Now, unlike earlier, government doesn't want to do the mistake. Mistake is a wrong word. They do not want to go through that turmoil where they acquire, they plan, they implement. They have lost a lot of time because of this, initial phase. While they are acquiring the additional land, they already made their informal plan. For example, 16,000 acres when they acquired, they are very clear that it's meant for international sports village, it is meant for international airport, some of the non-polluting industries, knowledge industries, and various other additional requirements which were not there in the beginning, which are popping up, they are very clear. So, they have made a plan clearly, this 16,000 acres, how they are going to use, everything they made. To an extent, you will be surprised to know that the minister and the important officials have even visited Qatar, London, to study international, sports villages, how they are established, and their intention is take the best inputs of the world's best standards, because Qatar sports village is taken as one of the most modern in the world. Now they want to take the inputs, improvise on that, because what is spirit of Amaravati, the best capital of India, one of the top 5 in the world. Keeping that spirit in mind, whatever AP government wants to do, they want to follow the world standard. That's what will make the Amaravati as a world capital, one of the best capital. So they are studying that and they want to implement. Second, if you all observe, any press conference in the last 2 months, just watch CBN's press conferences or any Mr. Narayana's press conference, anybody, top ministers, you only observe one pattern. Everybody is mentioning about international airport. Amaravati will have international airport. That will only attract the world talent. That is the what will ensure future. So, about airport, lot of studies are being made. Environmental impact study has been, a contract has been given. I believe it is an advanced stage where they will be tabling. When they table it, it's a question of, choosing one of those 3 shortlisted kind of sites where airport is going to come. So, airport is going to be reality. I won't be surprised with my experience that before the next elections, even if the little groundwork or drawing board stage is final and the work starts, people generally cynically think it will come in 15 years or 20 years. But 100% I can get the signals that much before the next elections, the groundwork in airport will start is my guess. If I go wrong, nothing wrong about it. I mean, it's all, see, we always in life, we hope for the best. And being a Telugu person, we always are hopeful about the best future in life. That's how we want to think. Third, most important, lot of criticism is there and lot of anxiety among farmers that our layouts are, not being completed in time. LPS, that plots or developed plots should be given in 3 to 4 layouts. See, they are doing layouts in different places. In 3 to 4 layouts, underground pipeline system and everything has already started, simultaneously. So, directionally things are started flowing. It's only matter of time, another 1.5 year. As the facilities get ready, infrastructure in Amaravati, the farmers' layouts will almost get completed. It will match apple to apple, it will match. That is a situation. That is regarding farmers. Now, what is the second aspect I mentioned is core basic infrastructure of Amaravati, constituting, the seed access road, E1 to N1 to N18, E1 to E16 roads, then internal, inner ring road, outer ring road, all the, connectivity roads we found. Now, the major development is the metal bridge, which is near Kondavittuvagu, connecting the capital, which is a big impediment. Now people have to go on that Karakatta road, which is very narrow, like a 2-lane. Literally, vehicles have to balance and travel. Near that, from Kondavittuvagu to that place, already there is an iron bridge construction has started by NCC. Massive work. If one could see, or you can see in the images in backdrop, kind of massive work is going on top of it. From that bridge, metal bridge, all the way to, National Highway 16, which is near Manipal Hospital, where it joins, all the 3.5 kilometers to Manipal Hospital, all the way, elevated corridor is going to come. Elevated corridor, pillars, the piling work and pillar work has already commenced. If one could go and see, you'll see massive, piling work is going on where pillar work is going to start. So, which means anybody coming from Guntur, Nellore, Ongole, Guntur, Chennai, Bangalore, anybody coming from Vijayawada, anybody, they just get onto that Manipal Hospital junction, get onto the elevated road reach. So, the interpretation for is what used to take 20 to 25 minutes to get into the capital region through Karakata road is hardly going to take 4 minutes. It's a miracle. What you take 20 minutes earlier, cursing the traffic, and sometimes if the traffic jam is there, you have to take a roundabout route. It could even take 45 minutes. It is going to take just 4 minutes, you know. So for this miracle to happen, estimated time as per the projections given and the priorities given are hardly 8 to 9 months from now. But in the meantime, from the Prakasham barrage dead end, when the steel bridge get completed, the traffic can start flowing into the capital seamlessly. That is one development. Second is N1 to N18 I already told, E1 to E16 told. All these roads, if one could have the patience to travel between January and March, you think work has happened 5 times, multiples. That kind of feeling you get because everywhere underground pipeline work has started. There is a particularly notable road to explain. If people travel, road number E12, E12 is one of the most important roads in that Rajdhani. So if you travel, that's around 11 kilometers. Almost 8 kilometers they have completed, and all the underground pipeline works, including bituminization of half of the road, everything is happening. So like that, another 1 year or 1.5 years, you will see this main grid constituting around 350 kilometers will be over in another 1 to 1.5 years is what you can conclude if you have a time and patience to visit. That kind of, see, January when I went, work is going on. But when I am doing this March update, I myself is mesmerized kind of work which is going on. That's on the roads. Now, I explained roads, I explained the bridge. Now, third thing is Palavagu, Kondavitivagu, all this, which are the kind of a vital aspects of capital where flooding can be prevented. Now, if you see about balancing canal, I also mentioned about balancing canal and gravity canal last time. These are made in such a way where the water taxis in Amaravati, what is visualized, is going to be there. So, the way you see in Venice, you see abroad, like a lot of places, Europe countries where there is, the water taxis go. Even in Kerala, we have water taxis. Same thing is going to happen in Amaravati. When you travel next time, please observe all this gravity canal, Palavagu, Kondavitivagu. You will start dreaming that, oh, this is life. You will never think water taxis can fly. So that's a reality. So this much I think is enough for you to understand the basic infrastructure, what is being visualized is going on very seriously and as if there is no tomorrow. That is and why they are working so fast. By the time the rainy season comes, they do not want to get affected with the flooded drains, flooded gutters and getting stuck where they cannot do. So their anxiety is finish maximum of the dirty work, that black soil work, whatever they can do, trenches, so that by May end or June, they almost come above ground in most of the places. After that, nothing you can do. Maybe 3-4 months work will get affected. It's a part of nature, nothing you can do. They have factored all this. That's why they said another 2 years time, entire thing will be over. That is regarding infrastructure. Next, what comes, like last time, if you remember, if I recall, next factor third is connectivity. Connectivity, what we mean is to all the national highways, say Hyderabad highway, Chennai Calcutta highway, and connecting to Bangalore and connecting to various other, say Western bypass. Western bypass in January, it was not open to public. Good news for March update is Western bypass is open, where people coming from Hyderabad do not have to enter Vijayawada. They go straight via this, Western bypass, get into capital and then go to Guntur. But the biggest boon is for those who are traveling from airport, Gannavaram, they have to go through all the, city, that bench circle and all the traffic jams. Today, they just get out of the, airport, get onto the Western bypass, which is a 6-lane, non-stop till you reach the capital, straight onto the capital. So, which is a miracle. These kind of things are happening, and so Bangalore highway, there is no point in repeating, but I just want to tell you that Bangalore highway will take only 5. There are viewers who said, no, it's not possible 7 hours, but I think if you go and research, you will understand. Bangalore to Amaravati is going to take only 5.5 hours. Again, I want to reiterate that. Next is your Hyderabad to Vijayawada, the 6-lane corridor. Expansion works, I already told 10,000 crores is the budget sanction. Tenders have been called for. Already work is going on, but they are going to give to a big tender they are opening where there are around 24 junctions are going to come. Around 4 major flyovers are going to come. And at least around 70 underpasses and overhead passes are going to come, making Hyderabad-Vijayawada travel literally 2.5 hours, which means anywhere, even to the capital, you are reaching in 2.5 hours, which has never visualized. And the latest, another big breaking news is Machilipatnam to Vijayawada, Greenfield Highway, 580 crores government has sanctioned, which is never there. So, which means total focus is Machilipatnam to Hyderabad to carry all the goods, because Telangana doesn't have a port. They are going to use Machilipatnam port, and that's why this is important, which is actually benefiting directly all Andhra people, Amaravati people. Andhra people means it's a wrong connotation I may give. People of this region, this region will get benefited. So, this is about connectivity. Third factor. Fourth factor is 3 capitals. Like last time, if my headings or my captions are like that. So, 3 capitals. 3 capitals is a very, I would say it's a old news now. There is no need to waste your time and our time, talking about it. Last time I concluded, but this time more vigorously I want to conclude about 3 capital. The show is over. First is legislative capital. Assembly, please go and see 1 million square feet space assembly construction is happening, where they have already come out of the basement. It's already they have come out. By another 2 months, they are going to be in such a position, even if the entire Andhra Pradesh get flooded, not a single drop of water. People used to be so satirical, saying that, okay, good luck, assembly, 10 times flooded, 1,000 crores pumping money is spent. So satirical, some kind of, say, insane people comment, 100 crores sent to pump out water of the assembly. There is a fish called pulasa, in Godavari. So, some of the people even given a satire, yeah, if not Amaravati, pulasa fish can be cultivated by Andhra Pradesh government. So, all those kind of waste comments and, kind of time pass comments are sealed once for all. Because, so, legislative capital is here to stay, nothing can be changed. In my next update, I don't think I will have to mention anything, except that I have to say, first floor is over, second floor is over, third floor is over. That's all I have to say, nothing else I have to say. Now, coming to the judicial capital. Assembly is only 1 million square feet, but judicial capital High Court is 2.1 million square feet. Equally vigorous construction, and to an extent where the minister, Mr. Narayan Garu, has inaugurated the metal. There's the fabrication ad near to the High Court, so that you can save a lot of time, you can save a lot of cost. So, fabrication ad is right next to the High Court site, where they are going to transport and then assemble, and so it is also in the same page like assembly. So, judicial capital fate is sealed. Again, to reiterate, I am saying. Third is, administrative capital. This is where the miracle. If you see the 4 towers plus 1, there are 5 towers. One is a chief minister's tower and his main officers. Then balance is 4 administrative towers. We call it as government GAD towers. 5 towers. 1 for CM plus other coterie, and 4 for all other departments. So, these 5 towers, again they have come up from the ground, and the miracle is, in the next 12 months, there is going to be my wall technology kind of thing they are following. So, each floor when they have to cast, they don't have to wait for anything. All the entire world will start seeing that structures, jetting out of the sky probably in the next 9 months. The entire tower basic grid formation is over. After that, finishes, interiors, and then landscaping will start, which means the administrative capital fate is sealed. So, this 3 capital row is settled once for all in life, and then concluded conclusively. Next aspect, I have said, once this is there, what is the next aspect? Government quarters, staff quarters, various administrative staff quarters. So, the good news is the ministers' bungalows, the judges' bungalows, and all principal secretaries' bungalows, all are getting ready. As per the government ambitious plan, by this March end, they are going to be handing over. Let's say 1 month they fail, 2 months fail, doesn't matter. See, world is not going to sink in 2 months. So, instead of March end, what ambition? Let it be May. Worst case, April or May. Just before rainy season, all people are going to occupy their, bungalows, all these bungalows. MLS, big, massive apartments. MLC's apartments, IAS officers' apartments, all other supportive staff, gazetted officers, Group D, non-gazetted officers, all constituting around 4,100 or 4,200 units are getting ready. All will be occupied by the time this rainy season comes, say May, June. So, by May, before the rains hit, the state, entire government administration is going to move from their makeshift accommodations in Vijayawada, Guntur surroundings, and some are coming from Hyderabad. They are all going to, start staying in capital, which means the entire governance of AP government is going to happen right from Amaravati hot seat, which is what people have never, thought that it will happen so fast. Once the entire, the people sit there, the action is going to shift from all over the state into Amaravati capital straight away from this rainy season. That is about the state government staff quarters and all. Now let's come to central government. The next major point, last update is central government. Central government agencies, central government organizations and various things. The biggest blockbuster news, which probably last update I missed, is about 22 acres allotted by government to the central government secretariat, where all the central government offices like Comptroller, CAG office, Excise department and various other central government offices and secretariat offices are going to be in the 22 acres, including the accommodation of those officers, and with a budget of 2,800 crores. See, 2,800 crores is not a small amount, but what is more important is all those organizations are going to be seated there and going to operate, attracting entire traffic from state and the neighboring states to come to those offices to deal with, indirectly bringing a lot of traction to the Amaravati. Other than that, last update I said 7 banks groundbreaking done by the finance minister. All those 7 banks work has started on the ground. If one could see, go and see, the work is already happening. More important is these 7 leading national banks headquarters are going to be from Amaravati. Why they are doing? Because they wanted to bring the training in the banking sector, the reforms of a banking sector, all the future kind of initiatives in the banking sector. They wanted to do it in Amaravati and then fan out from here. So headquarters of all these 7 leading banks are going to come. So all the central government, not only this, various central government organizations, public sectors, all their offices, residences, designs are going on. It's a matter of time that one by one organization is going to break ground. So with that, entire central government related organizations and support structures are going to be in Amaravati, right in the heart of Amaravati. Now next, what is next I mentioned? Public housing. What I mean is other than government officials, for common public. So one notable example is Happiness I quoted. But in my flow last time, I stand corrected about my data. I mentioned 2000 in my flow, but actually it is 1200, which I am aware, but somehow in my flow 2000 I mentioned. So please note it's only 1200 apartments. But if you now go and see, the shell is getting ready of all those towers, and the most ambitious target is another 1 to 1.5 years they wanted to hand over to the investors. Good news about is those who cancelled, around 200 apartments are available, which government I think is again planning to just release in one kind of a bidding. My guess is 200 apartments when they open. Last time 1200 apartments gone in 24 minutes, 200 apartments, I won't be surprised if they go just in 5 minutes. It's online bidding. So because it's coming in a very important central core district, and that is the only ready-made housing of that standard and that planning available in Amaravati. So I won't be surprised. All the 200 apartments are sold in 5 minutes in a online auction, kind of bidding. So, but importance of this tower is all the farmers, developed plots are getting handed over in 1 to 1.5 year. You all know that there are 5 zones, resident R1, R2, R3, they have divided into zones. Similarly, commercial, they divided into C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. The intention is each zone has a restriction of number of floors. Somewhere you can do ground plus 2, somewhere you can do 5 floor, some you can do 8, some you can do above 8. So after 1.5 year, you will start getting proposals in the newspapers, in the advertisement that there is a residential complex is getting launched. You will then see, you will not be able to catch Amaravati. the pricing and all that, it will be like a big wave, it will start. That day is not very far off. My guess is maybe another 1 year, you'll start seeing a lot of proposals in the newspapers that residential signature tower coming up, the best tower is coming up, all kind of hangama will start. So this is about the public housing. There will be so much a wave that you will not be able to stop it. After 1 year, entire Amaravati, that noise will start, even people from outside states. So any Telugu people around the world, and even non-Telugu people, because we are saying this is the one of this is going to be the best of India. So equally non-Telugu people community, that's why I am actually speaking in English. See, I am going to give the same update in Telugu also, because a lot of people are demanding, like farmers, families and some other communities can understand more better. So I am making an effort. Same thing is available in Telugu, but my intention of English is, since this is going to be the best in India, all non-Telugu community around the world should not miss an opportunity of an investment. And if anybody want to invest in Amaravati, let me tell you, as an expert in real estate, this is one of the best moments, for you to get in. If you do not encash now, you will have to, catch it at various, like stock market at raising prices. I won't say it will run away in one go, but you will miss good opportunities. On a personal note, I just wanted to recommend. Next big factor or a big development I told is education sector. In education, probably in January, I covered about major, graduation and post-graduation colleges. And in my February, I covered about schools. Now, let me expand on what I told in January, the progress. Now, in that update, probably I have not highlighted two major. See, everybody is aware of WIT, everybody is aware of Amrita University, everybody is aware of SRM. They have been doing an excellent job. Right from beginning, they are available, and they have done a lot of investment, and they already started sessions, and they are well entrenched in Amaravati. But latest edition, more powerful, I won't say more powerful, more equally important, and parallelly, there are two notable examples that got added. One is your Birla Institute of Technology, where they have made it a mission, the highest investment made by Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla Group, coming to around 3,000 crores in education in that putting, and they have declared as a AA university. And they are so lucky, they have pursued the government and requested, and they made them understand that they wanted to put a AA university, artificial intelligence university. That's why, unlike others who got in one zone, these people got along the seed access road, which is not easy, and they got a stunning 70 acres. So in 70 acres, what they are going to do is invest in 3,000 crores, plus they are going to give opportunity to 6,000 students, to study. So imagine 6,000 AA students of high quality being produced will change the fate of Amaravati. Not only that, it will attract a lot of foreign students to come, and that's what they are aiming for. So once you get just imagine 10% foreign students out of 6,000, 600 foreign students from various countries who are involved in quantum technology. See, government itself is working with almost more than 20 countries on this quantum technology. So indirectly, 20 to 30 countries students will come, and that will change the entire character of the campus. And more good news is, land has been recently handed over by government officially to Birla Institute of Technology, and they have already started moving their containers and constituting offices and everything. They are just starting. Their aim, what I understand, incidentally, I am also BITS student, so that emotionally I am connected probably. And so what I understand is, within 1 year, at least 35 acres development they will complete, and they will try for the coming academic year admissions itself, which is a great achievement. So that is the speed in which Amaravati is shaping up. Seeing this one Birla Group's initiative of commissioning within 1 year 50% of their targeted audience is not an easy thing, and pumping that kind of capital, 1,500 crores. Second, equally notable and very unique compared to this. See, these four are one side. I won't say in terms of capability or a money. I am saying as a category. These four one side. One side is XLRI, the famous. The first time in India, XLRI outside their domain from Jamshedpur are migrating, opening a campus, the biggest campus, constituting 50 acres in Amaravati, and catering to around 5,000 students. Most important is many will be foreign students. It's a record. Even there also you'll find a lot of foreigners. So assume out of 5,000, 10%, just for a namesake, 500. Birla Institute, 10%, 600. Imagine 1,000 foreign students are landing in Amaravati and studying. It will balloon, the effect will balloon to SRM, WIT, Amrita University, all the other, international schools. Simply the multiple effect will happen. And that will bring a kind of a culture that Amaravati is truly the best capital in India. That kind of definition gets compounded. So this is on the education sector, and just to make a mention about Amrita University and WIT and all that, they are all doubling their capacity. If you go and see their campuses, new blocks are getting added as if there is no tomorrow. That's the kind of feeling you get. And there was a road, E road, I don't know the serial number, E13 or this thing, that is traveling between SRM and, the Amrita University. And once that road gets completed, the connectivity is going to be so beautiful that people can leverage studying in the campuses by traveling every day. Right now, if you see, it's a residential program, most of it. I'm not sure whether day scholars they have, but all this infrastructure is going to, help in a lot of ways. So this is education. Last major factor, but the most important, and like farmers, Amaravati starts with farmers, Amaravati ends with farmers. I can make a wild statement. Amaravati starts with Quantum Valley, Amaravati will end with Quantum Valley in terms of development, future, hype, international fame. People laughed at it, including we, when Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, CM, Honorable CM, declared in the Amaravati relaunch when Mr. Modi came. I confessed in my updates that even I was thinking, how can a CM joke like this? Because while launching Amaravati in last year, June, they said this year, January 1st, Prime Minister will inaugurate Quantum Valley and dedicate to the nation, because that is the ambition the CM and the state government had. But a lot of people started joking. Anna, like in Telugu, in our this thing, Anna first has gone, March, January is gone. They are so satirical, they are celebrating, see, nothing is happening. But for all of those who are cynical, all of those doomsayers, the climax is when the state government, in the presence of central IT minister, have not only dedicated to the nation, they have done the groundbreaking. Construction, as I am speaking, is going on. If you go and see, construction is going on in such a way, their target is to house the first 133 qubit computer, first in India of that size, into Amaravati in the next 4 months. And where the work has already started, it is, I think, L&T, if I am not mistaken, is the contracting company, because it's a very high skilled because they have to store the computer in some minus 200 degrees or 300, some high technology kind of thing. Plus, in the collectors conference, the CM has unveiled around 8.5 to 9 million square feet total space of 50 acres, various towers. I believe out of the 2 towers, they are now starting the work. So as we travel, you see that, the block by block IT companies are going to come up, and the good news on that inauguration day, on that groundbreaking day, there are more than 18 companies, IT companies of international repute, have signed an MOU with the state government that they would like to be part of this Quantum Valley movement of India based at Amaravati. So now the calculation is, and there is a program government is going to run where they wanted to prepare the students with the qualification of being, working in quantum physics, quantum technology, all those theories, centering around that. They are designing not only courses, they wanted to have a special workshop. They are starting an online training where they made a record of sorts when they enrolled students. I don't know the count, but something like more than 1 lakh students have enrolled for that online training, which itself is a kind of a world record. So this only shows the tip of iceberg, what's going to happen. So that's why I made a statement. Amaravati future will start with Quantum Valley, end with Quantum Valley. Expanding this, I think in the education domain, in my February updates, I mentioned about AI University along with NVIDIA, opening labs, AI labs, and empowering each family of Amaravati with one AI trainer, one AI professional for each family. So this completes the entire loop. Now, if you see all this updates, what I mentioned in February last month and now, you will see a big picture where if you put all these 15 major factors together and visualize, you will know for sure that Amaravati, you don't have to even listen to anybody, including me. Amaravati is here to stay. Amaravati is going to shape up in such a big way. Let anybody come to power. It is independent of anybody's control. It's on an autopilot mode. I can see. You please travel. Suppose anybody around the world listening to me, when you come, please let me know. I will facilitate a visit of you with no selfish motive, just to prove that Amaravati is unstoppable and nobody can stop it, is what you will get a feeling. I don't have to convince you. So, with this good feeling, let me take your leave, and then I'm sure that you can look forward for my April update. If not April, for sure, once in 2 months, I am committed to you. I will bring. But if there are a lot of changes, I don't mind. See, if there is a earth-shattering change, I may not mind even just posting a 2-minute update to the audience. I don't have to think like school book like January, February, March. I will say mid-March update, mid-April update. Like a flash news. I don't mind doing it. So with all these good feelings, thank you, and keep watching my updates. And one biggest thing you should do, favor, not only to me, to yourself, is by sharing with the friends and various people who will feel very nice about it, and they'll feel very proud. If he is a Telugu person around the world, he'll feel so proud about what's happening in Amaravati.